Welcome to another week's edition of I Hate to Be That Guy, but I'm your host, TD the Truck Boss, joined by my co-host. Tell them who you be, man.
Slaughter Steel on the ground, throwing up the trays for the third episode.
All right. But yeah, we have an interesting topic today. A very interesting topic. And I
Yeah.
would like my co-host to bring it in with the opening monologue to introduce the topic because I have to give him all the credit. This was his idea and it was a great idea. So talk to the people.
Well, this the thing, right? Throughout the years, technology has always surpassed itself. You know what I'm saying? And so it's really not a ceiling for it, and they not gonna stop. Like they're not gonna make a ceiling for technology. So my thing was, like back in the day, we had house phones, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
So on that house phone, we'll go in the house, had that 100-foot cord, talking from the kitchen, but we knew at least 50 people's number by heart.
Yeah.
AI is dumbing us down. All this technology and computers is dumbing us down because it's a method to the madness. I just don't know what it is, but it's dumbing us down. Because right now, I bet money you don't know 5 people's phone numbers by heart.
I do, but my children don't.
Well, right. Because we was brought up to, remember people number and all that. Like, but with these phones, all you got to do is put the name in there, put the number in there, and you ain't even got to look at the number no more. Right?
Yep. But infinity. And then now they got it to where even when you switch phones, that information go right over to that one. Keep your
Go
contact.
right over to the phone. Cause I was doing something on my phone the other day, right? What made me pull this think of this topic is like I was buying something for my daughter. Cause her birthday is 5 days after mine. So I'm getting her an Airbnb. She can have get her little boogie down, throw down, whatever, right? And so when I get to the credit card information, my phone already has all of my credit card information in it. All I got to do is push a button and I ain't got to remember nothing. I ain't got to pull no wallet out, nothing. Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that prevents us from using our brain. You know what I'm saying? I think that's killing our brain cells.
It is.
If you can be prevented from using your brain, cells are gonna die. And in order for us to exercise our brain, well, my thing is how I do on my phone. I put the person's phone number, then I put their name behind it. So now when they call me, I see their phone number. So now I recognize numbers. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's truck boss. Oh, so that's how I get. You know what I'm saying? That's how I get through it. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on trying to exercise my mind. But I read a lot too. You know what I'm saying? I read for at least 5 minutes every day. I read something.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I
But
mean,
the AI trying to dumb us down. What you think?
I feel like this is spot on for what's going on in society. I'm gonna take it somewhere else though. I'm gonna show you how AI is dumbing us down. Not only with the phone numbers and stuff like that. Like you said, we ain't got to do no research about nothing no more. And then I think it's dumbing us down because it's an actual research. Because now we just going on whatever chat or Google any one of them say. We just like, oh, according to this, like man, how we know that ain't propaganda? Me and you,
Exactly.
me and you going back and forth on what day something happened in history, and they hit us with the Mandela effect, and we don't know it. You like, no, it happened then. I'm like, man, I can remember it happened. Now we look it up. We just don't go by whatever the phone say. When,
Right.
when actually back in the day, we had to go do some research. You had to
Yeah.
have them Encyclopedia Britannicas and shit. You had to go to the library. You
You got to
couldn't
open
just
up a book.
you gotta read the newspaper. You had to do all kind of stuff to really get your information. And now we're in the so-called information age. But if we're supposed to be more informed now, why are we why are we worse off as far as can't do nothing? How you got access to all this knowledge, but you don't know how to build a house?
Right.
You don't know how to, and just all kind of stuff. Like you really
Change
can
the
look up how to
tire.
do anything. Change the tire, change some brakes. Man, you can look up what's wrong with your car. It's gonna be a video for that shit.
Yep.
But if why we ain't applying it, like, man, you supposed to have kids coming out of school knowing how to be brick masons before they even have to take the qualifications to be one. Knowing how to
Right.
be plumbers. If I'm a young man and I want to be a plumber, before I can even graduate high school, I know how to do it by soaking in so much information and shit. But by the time I latch on to the program, I'm just doing it with my hands, what I've already received in my brain.
Right.
But I don't I
They
don't
should
think
actually they should
but
actually have that criteria in school. The electrician, carpentry,
they
plumbing. They
used
should
to.
actually
They used to.
they did. They did, because that's where I learned how to change oil. I was in class changing oil. Our teacher,
Yeah.
our teacher was probably getting paid for it too. Like he'll tell his people, you know what I'm saying, come up here, I get your oil changed for you. It ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? And when the person get there, he
Yeah.
like, hey, y'all bring y'all ass out here. This is what you do. But he taught us how to change oil.
Yeah.
And
Even swap,
I
even
don't
swap
I
ain't never
don't
been
pay to
no
get my
swimmer.
oil changed. I change my own oil.
Even swap ain't never been no swimmer.
Yep.
He got his money, but y'all learn lifetime lessons.
Yep.
So hey, I would have
Something we
I
gonna be
so
able to
I'd have had a
use.
line out there. I would have had a line out there every day for y'all. Hey, it'd been like express.
On the real, I would have made flyers and shit. I'd have had flyers up at the other schools. All the teachers would have been coming.
Man, look here. I would have had the city on lock with the school. The board of education would have got rid of me so motherfucking fast. You hear me?
We put Jiffy Lube ass right out of business.
Bro, what? I would have had
And
everybody
that's
coming up
real.
there. From the bell
Crazy
wrong.
as
You gotta
hell.
get through that oil change.
Crazy as hell. But on the other side of things, like the other communities, they was taking, because I was working with this guy. He was like, well, I've been working with my dad since I was 19. He's a carpenter. He
Yeah.
just don't have a piece of paper. That piece of paper don't mean shit, because he got all the know-how. Like, I got the piece of paper, but he know more than me.
Yeah. Now the thing is, the guy with the piece of paper gets more paper.
Right,
So you
right.
got the knowledge, but like we were talking about being in the game, you got to play by the rules. Go get that paper too, so you can go get more paper. Because
You need to.
if you got the knowledge, you definitely gonna score for real. And then you can get, if you got that paper, you can start getting stuff like government contracts with your local municipalities, contracts with the state. You can't get that without that paper. They can be like, oh, he the best man he the best dude doing this on this side of the Mississippi. It don't matter. I can't give him that contract without that paper.
Yeah, you automatically a subcontractor once you get that paper. So our families, get off your ass and do something. Go get that paper. Because
Hmm.
y'all gonna need that paper.
Most
And
definitely.
that's real talk. Find out
Most
what you good at. You know what I'm talking about? Once you know what you good at, I always knew what I was good at. I just ain't realized what I was good at until I was late in age. Like, I've been swinging a hammer since I was 12. Boy, if I'd have started when I was 15, 16, instead of working at JJ Fish Chicken and Shrimp, I cooked the fuck out of chicken sandwich, though. I cooked the fuck out of fish sandwich too.
Ain't
But if
nothing
I would have
wrong with that.
started, building shit, then sky be the limit.
Yeah. And then
Let's straight up.
back to the original subject. When it comes to this AI stuff, we really as a society are shaping and forming and giving life to our own demise.
We are.
You saw some of those videos over in China or somewhere in Asia where the machines going crazy and shooting people and stuff. I saw one
No.
video, man. I saw one video. They had these fighter androids or whatever you want to call
Do they?
them, and they went crazy. They went crazy. Like they because they constantly receiving information from some network. So now
Satellite.
the people had to shut them down with the master thing. But one of them had downloaded the information on how to reboot themselves and woke all the motherfuckers back up. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like it's artificial intelligence, right? So that's the thing. They're not finna be your slaves forever. They gonna figure out how when you turn the power off, we can turn the power back on.
They already doing it.
And they already doing it. Like I don't know what the deal is with this. Like whoever came up with this, let's make a robot shit, right? It probably was planned because you've seen it. You see it in movies, and whatever in the movie is either really happening right now or it's gonna happen. So you've seen it already. You know it's artificial intelligence. You know they're gonna be because our brains are computers too, but they can access the files in their brain more than we will forget a file.
Mm-hmm.
Like the files that this might fuck you up. The file that like when we in our mother's stomach, right? We're breathing water. But when we come out, we forget how to breathe water.
That's
a
instantly
foul.
though. Not instantly. Because if you take a
It's
baby,
baby born in
a
water.
baby, they'll automatically swim. So we don't instantly forget it, but over time we forget it. I always say when you born, you know everything. You actually get further away from knowing everything the older you get.
Exactly when you turn 3, you forget it. Shout out to the 3rd episode on I Hate to Be That Guy. But exactly when you turn 3, you forget all that stuff. It's filed in your brain back here somewhere. And unless you know how to, that's why Jesus was like how he was, because he knew how to unlock these files. He was conscious. He was a conscious being. Like he knew everything about consciousness. He knew how to, he knew how to get around with just using consciousness. So that's why he was like that, because he can unlock his shit.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think they actually have captured consciousness for those things that have the presence of mind? One of them to say, hey, I'm gonna figure out if they cut me off, how to cut myself back on. Have they some kind of way captured consciousness and now passing it on?
Oh, yeah. That I think that's what that is too, cuz. Because like, look, once you realize that you are existing, then you have to have a conscience, right? I could be wrong. But I think once you realize that you're in existence, then you have a conscience. You got to have a conscience. But that'll also mean if they got consciousness, I was reading somewhere that the creator put a piece of himself in everything on this planet that is conscious.
Yeah.
So that means the trees, flowers, whales, fish, you know what I'm saying? Everything that's conscious, everything that's breathing air, water is air to fish. But everything that's breathing has a piece of the creator in it.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna be breaking news. We got special guest, a guy that I've been knowing my whole life, intellect that I actually respect his position on a lot of topics. I respect the fact that he's a person who loves to question the status quo. Um, Introduced into the show. First time, our first guest, and will be a friend of the show, Johnnie Fleetwood in the building.
Fleet.
Appreciate you, man. Man, thanks for having me, man. Likewise, TD, likewise. Man, happy to be here, bro. Been watching you guys, man, and I'm glad you invited me on, man.
Oh, yeah, most
Ready to go. I'm sorry about earlier, man. A little technical difficulties. I don't know what was going on, but I'm ready to go now, brother.
It's all good,
Hey,
man.
man.
We talk about AI and how it's dumbed us down as a human race. You know what I'm saying? What's your
Yes,
take
sir.
on that? Because we were saying, like, remember how we used to remember like 50, 60 phone numbers by heart?
Oh yeah.
My
Yeah.
cousin used to call me from the joint, like, hey, call this person. Hey, call this person. Hey, call this person.
That's
And I
right.
used to just click over and call them.
Yeah, man. I think it's a gift and a curse. You know what I mean? It's the accelerated information age, so everything is just given to us so easily. You know, when we were younger, I'm assuming we all around the same age, you know, same generation. When we were younger, we had to remember those numbers. We had to remember addresses. We had to remember everything. And now it's good because we have more access to things, a lot more things, but then it has dumbed us down to now we're relying on these things. Like we're relying on our phones. How many times you left your phone somewhere and you just felt naked? You know what I mean? Like, oh man, I got to stop everything I'm doing to go back and get my phone because my life is in that phone. You know what I mean? So yeah, I can agree with you on that. It dumbs us down, but it also helps us in many ways as well. You know, we can connect just like what we're doing now. It's all
Yes,
technology
sir.
right here. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. What used to make us feel naked if we ain't had that watch? Now, like, damn, I ain't got my watch on.
Right.
We felt naked. That's like how we feel about the phones now. But I can go the whole day without that. Fuck that phone.
Man, you can go a day without it, man. But I mean, hey, can you go a week without it?
I don't know about no week.
Yeah, how many phones you know? I mean, how many phone numbers you know off the top of your head? You know what I'm saying? Like, some of us don't even know our own phone number. You know, it's just everything is in this phone. So, yeah.
That's the question I posed. How many phone numbers can you tell me? That's the same question.
I remember the phone numbers we had when I was a kid. I can still remember my neighbor, my home phone number, the house line, but man, I couldn't tell you 2 or 3 of them right now. I got to go in. I got to be like this in that phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we connected. We tethered.
Man, it's tough. It's tough out here because AI ain't really. What we was saying was AI ain't really they don't have a ceiling, so they gonna keep making shit that's dumbing us down until eventually the robots might take this shit over.
Yeah, I've heard that. You know what I'm saying? I think that could be a real thing. You know, AI is good, but how can I explain it? So I remember making music as a kid. You know, as a younger kid. You know, TD probably remember this. We used to rap and do all this stuff, right? And right, right on. So we had to actually back then play the keyboard and come up with lyrics and all that stuff. And nowadays, I've seen it. You know, we call it AI now, but I mean it's just technology. So I've seen it grow from just doing music, using it as an example, from having to physically play the piano, physically play different instruments, drums or whatever, and record, to using DAWs, on computers. You can just sit here and press buttons and click your mouse and come up with a beat. And then now we do everything on the computer. It's all technology, and it dumbs us down because now we don't have to learn how to play a guitar or a piano or anything like that. We can mess up
like
our vocals.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
we can. Yeah. So now it's gonna be, why would I learn to play, an instrument when all I have to do is just go on the computer. And now with some of these things, I use Suno as an example. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? I ain't advertising anything like that, but I'm just using that as an example. Suno, you can put a prompt into the program, and it'll just create you an entire song. And I mean, it's crazy, man. Technology is crazy. If it can do that, then, or you can write a book, anything. How far is it gonna go? It got to be regulated at some point. You know what I mean?
Now that you say that, right? Timbaland has an AI artist that's already platinum.
Hey, see what I mean? So why would he need to go and sign someone? Why would he need to go and sign an artist if he can just create an artist through AI platforms?
Well, he gotta. Well, somebody still has to write. So he has to pay the person that's writing, but he has an AI artist that will sing the song to the tune, to the T.
Look,
and he don't, right there. But she can't go on tour.
Does she need to?
She
don't need no tour. It's streaming. It's streaming. You don't need a tour these days. The money comes from over there.
You don't need a writer either. I can tell you that now. I use Suno. All you do is put a prompt in.
He don't need
whatever you want to. No. All you got to do is say, "Hey, I want to write a song about what we're talking about now. The pros and cons of AI," and you just put that in the prompt and say how long you want it to be, how many minutes, whatever. They'll come up with about 2 or 3 different versions of it, and you can go in and tweak it. I got you. You can go in and tweak it. Oh.
I'm finna go write me a song. Shit.
Hey, you can do it. You can do it, man. So, and I don't know what you guys are talking about exactly before I jumped on, but
you hit it on the head.
It makes us lazy. It does make us lazy, man, and it makes us dependent on our devices. And it's accelerating right now. So it could be it could be a bad thing. It could be a bad thing.
It could be a good thing if the people that was making it is using their powers for good, but I doubt that they are, because everybody is for themselves, and most people that's in that position is very greedy.
Yeah, capitalism. Yeah.
Let me say this to retort what you just said. Still, you said if the people who making it use their powers for good. But if they're capturing consciousness like we think they may be, then those AI tools have eventually the free will to make good and bad choices. Like I was telling Still earlier before you joined, Johnny, I saw a video where these robots went crazy in China. There was like some military robots or whatever, and they shut them off from whatever master source or whatever power they had. But one, it was constantly getting fed information. So one of them actually researched how to self-reboot in case a master shutdown happened.
Right.
So people who made that, I don't think they had that in mind. So I think at some point, the good and evil may come out of the intelligence itself.
Yeah. I think they are. From what I've seen, the research I've done, some of the robots and AI programs and things like that are starting to think now. So it's usually you put a think for themselves. And I don't know how how they're gonna be able to regulate that, because the more technology and AI comes out, it makes everything easier. And then, like I said, it's capitalistic society we live in. So there's more money. And so why would you slow down? And hopefully it's not going to be to a detriment, you know what I mean? But it can go either way. Yeah, and it's happening so fast, bro. Like when we were younger, it took us a long time for technology to trickle in. Like, I mean, we was on house phones and rotary phones. Cordless phone. Yeah, beepers, cordless phones, the first mobile phones. It took a while for all that stuff. The first
mobile phone was this fat. This what it looked like. That gray shit that flipped down.
Yeah, Motorola. And but now, man, it's everything's just coming out like this, coming out so quick, man. And our
Let me ask
kids,
y'all something.
go for
Y'all know when you're intelligent, right?
it.
That you're talking to somebody who might not be as intelligent as you. So what would make you think that these robots that can unlock files that's all the way in the back of their head don't know that they're more intelligent than you because you can't unlock those files?
Good question. Very good question. Like, man, that's a real good question, brother.
Because
Um,
they not finna keep working for you. You
and
heard it here first. So I hate to be that guy, but
yeah,
they're
yeah, that's
not
right.
finna keep working for you.
No.
And yeah, and also, man, I do know, again, doing a little research that some of these developers and stuff, they don't really know how AI works, really.
Mm.
You know, they don't they know how, but the intelligence goes only so far, and it just does certain things that they was working on for years, and it finally just worked, but they don't know exactly how it works.
And they don't
So
know the evolution is gonna take either.
right, and it's happening fast. I know I said that a couple of times before. It's happening. It's happening very quickly. Yeah, man. But I mean, I
If you
use it
think
in my
about it,
everyday life.
if you think about it, it's not really happening as fast as we think it is. If you look back, hindsight is 2020. With the
Hmm.
social media, AI right there. You dudes don't even meet girls at the gas station and grocery store no more. They on their phone meet people.
Right.
It really been going on. We think about it. It's been a snowball effect, but it's really, if you look at it, it's been going on at least a dub already. It just time go by so fast. We're like, man, it's happening fast. No, they really just rolling out. Remember when we was
Yeah.
kids? It took a long time between the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo and the PlayStation 1 and the PlayStation 2. These days, you ain't even got to buy another game. You just update the one you got, the console you got. That's all they did. They
Yeah.
just figured out how to put everything at your fingertip. But it's really already been there.
Yeah.
Ever
I
since
mean,
you had to get an email.
that's what I meant by it's happening so fast. So, like you said, it's already been planned out. It's plotted and planned out. So they roll it out at their time and how they feel
Mhm.
fit to do it. But we're getting it like what you just said, man. When that PlayStation whatever came out, 4 or 5, where it was a hard drive instead of physical disc and cartridges and all that. It's just everything is instant. I guess that's more so what I mean. Everything is more instant now. You know, and they roll stuff out slow. AI in particular, it's been going on for a while, but it wasn't in everybody's households like it is now. I don't know how often
Right.
you guys go through Facebook, but Facebook is basically turned into like deep fakes everywhere. Everything you look, you don't know what's real and what's not real. And that just happened like over the past few months where you just look at Facebook and like, man, everything, is this real? No, this ain't real.
That was
Is this
6 months ago.
I'm telling you, man, it happened over the course of some months. And I'm
That
like,
was
man,
6 months ago.
and now we don't know what we're looking at. I even joined in. It's a program I use called Sora. And I created a whole storyline like I call it the bad guy, right?
Yeah.
GUI, the bad guy. So I just came up with a storyline and made a series where I was working at a store at Home Depot. I'm working at Home Depot, and I need some money, right? So I go out, go to the store. I find a bag on the ground. I pick the bag up. I look in the bag. I see what's in it. I take it home. Now people chasing me. I'm being stalked left and right, having to fight, being chased on the freeway. Now I have people reaching out to me like, "Hey, what's in the bag?" Because I'm not showing what's in the bag, right? I'm not revealing that. But I also had people thinking that I actually worked at Home Depot.
Home
I
Depot.
actually had people chasing me, trying to fight me because it looks exactly like me on there.
That's what I was just telling you about Tyrone. But Johnny,
Gotcha.
you made a short film then.
It's like a series.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, it's a bunch of different episodes. I'm just lining them up, tying them in together. Yeah.
What's the name of that? What's the name of that app?
Bad Guy.
The Bag Guy.
No,
like I found the album.
No, the
Oh,
app.
the app.
that you
The
use.
app. The application.
Sora.
Sora. Yeah, it's Sora.
And the Bad Guy.
Sora.
You all a bunch of fucking assholes.
Hey, but it's on my.
At me. I'm the bad guy. Okay.
Yeah, it's on my Facebook as well. You know, like my Facebook reels. If you know, if anybody, yeah, they going on. I mean, I hadn't done it in a minute, but it was so simple. It's so simple now, like to create like that. You know what I'm saying? But also, people can take your likeness and your image and create something that you actually didn't do. So now you got people wondering, hey, did you do this? Did you say this? Is this really you? And you may not even know that it's going on. My sister was telling me about a situation where someone did some kind of thing like that on Facebook and used this person and said that they did something or said something, and they ended up getting somebody ended up catching them out there, outside, and something happened to them that way. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't even know that somebody used their likeness to create something like that. So somebody chasing them and behind them about something they don't even know about until they get touched. You know what I mean? So that's the bad side of it. So we need some regulations with that.
To piggyback off of that, what you just said, somebody was making AI videos of young black children, young black men that was threatening the Pentagon about a month ago. And they was making AI videos of these little kids that's threatening the Pentagon. So these little kids don't know that they on there, like, you know what I'm saying? They just got a Facebook page, but they don't know that they on there threatening. Huh? And that's what I'm talking about, like how AI is just gonna get out of control for people.
Dangerous.
To piggyback on what you were saying, boss, you can get a controller now that got 3,000 games on it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can play Contra tomorrow.
Man, boy, that's nostalgic right there, brother.
Up, down, left, right, select, start, A, B, 30 million.
Hey, look. You remember that. Like that's locked in, you know what I mean? Like the kids today ain't gonna have that. They ain't gonna be able to remember stuff like that like we did.
They ain't have to do that dumbass shit. They go on Google. And you can't even have a real argument no more without somebody saying, well, Google it.
That's exactly. It's good to have conversations like this, because if it's something that's written, like what I do on Facebook a lot, that's the majority, my main platform that I'm on. I ask a question, right? Most people they'll give their answer, but a lot of times they just gonna Google it. You know what I mean? They gonna Google it, Chat GPT, DeepSeek, something, and get whatever information. You can't be wrong a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? You can't be wrong if you go to a few different resources and you say, okay, I'm about to answer it this way, that's not natural. That's not a natural way to move in conversations and debates, but there's technology for you now. You know what I'm saying? Everything is instant.
And see what TD was saying was we automatically go to Google and shit, and we don't even know if that's true. It's propaganda. Somebody could have put that there, and just because we looked it up and it say that, we believe it.
Yeah,
wasn't necessarily true.
That's exactly how it works. That's how AI works. They kind of predict, like if you put a prompt or something in, they predict the next word. They predict it from other other inserts or whatever they put online. They just go through everything, and you have to double check, especially like Chat GPT and stuff like that. You got to double check. You got to have more than one resource. You got to have at least 2 or 3 reliable resources, because all they're doing is just pulling. And if somebody is lying or just making something up, it'll pull from that as well. If they do it enough times, it's gonna pull from that. And if you just take that as law, then you're gonna start spreading something that's not true. And
Mm-hmm.
that happens. That happens more time than not because, like TD said, and like you said, man, we're getting lazy with this.
It's
It's
the
too
lazy
easy.
generation.
Yeah, it's too easy to just say, I'm just gonna look this up. I can imagine being in school with all this technology like this, man. We barely was able to use a calculator.
We couldn't use no
Man,
calculator.
that was that
But
barely, man.
I had that calculator watch, like,
Yeah, the Casio. But you had to hide it though, you know what I'm saying? Like now, man, Chat GPT. I mean, you don't have to be in school. You don't have to be at Chat GPT. Will literally write your essay for you.
they
You know
will.
what I mean? Like they got it made, bro. They got it made. I mean, it's kind of this is a different conversation, but it kind of like makes you think like what we need school for in a sense because we got
We
everything
probably
at our
don't.
fingertips.
We probably
I,
don't.
I yeah, I have conversations about college like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not really as needed as it used to be. It's just
Yeah.
depending on what you going to school for. Like you, in order to be a doctor, lawyer, damn, scientist or something like that, you're gonna have to have that paperwork. You're gonna have to have. But a lot of
Architect.
things with architect, yeah. My son, an architect. He went to school. He just graduated from Tuskegee, man. Shout out to him.
Congratulations,
Uh,
Junior.
yeah, man. Appreciate it.
Tuskegee.
Yeah, man. Tuskegee University, architect. Yep. But see,
Well,
yeah, you got to
damn.
go to school for something like that. But a lot of things you can just research, man, and the answers are there now. Like you said, you need to check your sources to make sure you ain't getting some misinformation. But everything is there, So, man,
Yeah. Yeah. That's
yeah,
crazy. That's crazy work, man. If you really think
yeah,
about that, that's crazy work. Because if we'd have had all that information then,
man,
if it was a
and
fifth, though,
yeah, I mean, I'm excited and anxious and nervous at the same time to see what the next 10 years is gonna bring because I see where we are now. The next 10 years, man, oh my God, I don't know where we gonna be. Where we gonna be?
great
It's gonna be
question.
crazy. It's gonna be
Yeah,
crazy.
You already crazy, truck ball.
I said it's gonna be crazy.
Oh, I thought you said we gonna be crazy. My bad.
he said you already crazy. Hey, we all
Crazy
crazy
as
in our
hell.
own right. We all
Yeah.
crazy in our own right, man. Hey, but
Yeah.
we need that. We need that, man. So you dream big. You gotta kind of be a little bit crazy to dream big, man. So,
Yeah. A little bit of crazy.
man,
Hey, so switching gears just a little bit, right?
I'm with you.
It was a versus last week. I didn't watch the verses, but I know who was in it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was Tank and Tyrese. And so, but I'm hearing people like on the radio, Brandy's brother, he was like, he got some problems with Tyrese. So he was like, Tyrese lost. He was worse than me. And everybody got something bad to say about everything like now, right? So they had a versus. And I'm wondering, like, Tyrese and Tank, they probably about the same to me. What y'all
Mm-hmm.
think?
I put Tyrese a little ahead of Tank, in my
Right.
opinion, just because of the career. He had a longer career, and he's
Talking
more
about
of an
music.
artist.
Talking about
Say it
music.
again.
Talking about
Music,
music,
yeah.
not movies.
No, I'm saying music.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like he came out when I was a teenager, and he's still
Right.
making music now.
Yeah.
I'm not really. I don't really follow either one of them.
Me neither.
That much. But if I just had to, just off the top of my head, if I had to choose, I would say Tyrese. Thinking of his vocal ability, I think he got better vocal chops. I think Tank is more so a writer, and he also can sing as well and perform probably a lot better than Tyrese. So I mean, I'm sure there was an interesting verses. I hadn't watched it yet either, but what you think, Trump boss?
Man, I don't give no fuck about Tyrese or Tank.
Oh, you
All right,
don't.
so check this out then. This is my question for you then, Truck.
Oh, gee, hold on.
No,
No, yeah,
hell no.
I'm with Johnny. I'm with Johnny. I think Tyrese got a little got the edge on the career, but I
He got the
mean,
edge.
yeah, I think he got the edge on the career. But like, I mean, I don't follow now one of them. Like, if they come out with a
None of
good
us do.
song, they come out with a good song or something, I might play it when I'm trying to, put it in the mix when I'm trying to get in the mood with my wife or something. But I mean, like, just as far as following them on a regular, I ain't even know they had no verses. I'm so tapped into something else, I ain't even know that happened. Like,
Yeah, I knew they did, but I definitely didn't watch it.
I
Yeah,
know a little bit about everything.
a little bit
You
about
got to.
everything.
You got
Right.
to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so you got to be on you got to be on different avenues. But anyways, this is my question to you then, Truck Boss TD. Since these is people I know you follow. And in the aspect of a versus, right? I was thinking about that like, damn, who would be a good ass versus? Both of these people are deceased, but we can still talk about this, right? And the honorable mention ain't deceased, but we're gonna still talk about this. Michael Jackson and
Hey,
Prince.
especially with the AI.
We can make them do AI shit. That's a movie, Johnny. Hey, don't start fucking
Well,
with
I'm
me
saying,
on
yeah,
that.
you
We
can
don't write that shit.
hey,
I
you
done
can make
wrote
it
one
happen with the
already.
AI. That's what I'm saying.
I done wrote a
You
few.
say you
I'll
wrote
keep writing.
you wrote movies? You
I
write
wrote
movies,
one.
brother?
I wrote a hit.
Okay.
That's why we gonna talk. But and I need you to shoot this Scott Peterson commercial for me. Y'all ain't got Scott Peterson in Alabama?
I don't know what that
Nah.
is.
What?
Well, I mean, that's a restaurant or something?
Scott Peterson's is it's a beef Polish sausage. That's like the cuisine of Polish sausage. You will never have another Polish sausage like this. And I'm gonna shoot this commercial, and I'll put the commercial out if they sponsor us.
Gotcha. So you're in Indiana, right?
Yeah, I'm in Indiana.
Okay. So is that just native to Indiana or is just not in the South?
It may be a Midwest thing.
Midwest, gotcha.
It may be a Midwest thing because it's like I think they relegated to baseball games. So
Oh,
like
okay.
the White Sox and the Cubs, the people outside of there, Vienna beef, not Vienna beef, but the people outside with the trucks, food trucks, they have Scott Peterson's on them trucks. And what you got to do is get one. Head ass boy. Anyway, Michael Jackson and Prince have a versus. You get 5 songs. Both of them got 500 hits. Who you taking?
Hey, that's on TD right there.
That's unfair.
It's not unfair. Nothing is everything is unfair.
That's unfair because
Everything unfair.
They got too many hits to try to just lower the 5 songs, man. Like
10.
you talking about them 2 with 5 songs, even with 10 songs, it's a draw.
I
You
know.
pull his best 10, his best 10, it's gonna be a draw. They so good. They so good. You're gonna have to go all the way down the line until one of them had a better song than the other one when you line them up. You can't come on no top 5 or top 10. It's a draw right there. Got both of them. They best 10 songs probably just as good as each other, in my opinion.
That's a draw.
You got to go all the way down the line before somebody start dropping off. Because you talking, man, both of them first 2 or 3 albums that both of them put out solo, man, you talking about.
So instead of 10 songs, you got to do like 50, right? And whoever the first one with the song that wasn't popping the most lose. Johnny, come on, man.
I don't think that's possible. I'm gonna go with Michael though. I'm gonna go with MJ.
Why Mike?
It's just personal. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to want to be Michael Jackson when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I can't say that he's better than Prince, but his star power is a little bit better just to me. Now the music, I'm with y'all. It's a draw. It's a draw with the music because Prince knew how to play every instrument. That man was a writer. I don't think Michael wrote songs. He was an
You said it
entertainer,
before me.
but Prince was an entertainer. He was a musician. He was a singer. Everything. His star power just wasn't Mike. You know, Mike was just, man. I gotta go with Mike just off that alone.
Mike was Chris Brown before Chris Brown.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Mike
it's,
don't dance your motherfucking heels off.
He wasn't Chris Brown for Chris Brown. He bigger than Chris Brown would ever be. Mike is
Nah, that was just a compliment for Chris Brown. That was just a compliment to Chris Brown.
I get what you're saying, but that's underplaying Mike when you compliment Chris Brown. That Mike was the first viral.
Chris Brown, bad motherfucker, man.
Man, fuck Chris Brown. We talking about Michael Jackson. Mike was viral before viral was a thing, before the internet existed. The whole world knew that what his face looked like.
He had bitches in Paris falling out.
That's
the dude, Mike probably the biggest pop star in history. Like I don't think nobody ever top him. And this was before the internet. You know what I mean? This was before AI, which we're talking about just AI, internet, technology in general. This was hand to hand. You got to listen to him on the radio, see it on. This before MTV and everything. Well, at least at the inception of it. You know what I'm saying? The man
was watching this shit on VCR.
Who you telling, bro? Man, this man said VCR. Man, some of the people that watch this don't even know what a VCR is.
It's a video cassette recorder.
Yeah, I had to learn that. I had to learn that in school. I was a kid, and I remember my dad kept drilling that in my head. He was like, when they ask you what VCR stands for, tell them video cassette recorder. Man, we went over there so many times, and they didn't even ask me when I got to school. But but I never forgot it though. Never forgot it.
And so look, I asked y'all that question. I posed that question to y'all, but y'all answered my ass. Y'all gave me the answer that I had. And honestly, Michael Jackson got more hits than Prince. GI, baby. We from Gary, Indiana, man. We from Gary, Indiana. None of that.
Be biased.
Prince can't hoop though. Mike can't hoop. Mike can't hoop. Prince can.
You from Gary, man. You from Gary. You're gonna be biased anyway. You from Gary, Indiana. You know some of the cousins and everything. We didn't ask you. We didn't ask you, Gary, man.
That's why he asked the question.
My mama made name Jackson.
So you related
my mama
then.
named Catherine Jackson, right? Her name is Catherine Jackson with a C.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson's mama name is Catherine Jackson with a K. So my mama was getting fan mail because we stayed in Gary in 96, 97. I love how you raise your boys.
Man. Mail. You know what, man? When you keep saying Gary, and it's making me think about Gary, Indiana, and you know what comes into mind outside of the Jacksons. Yeah. A movie, I think it was called Original Gangster or something like that. You remember that? Yeah. Man, that had me scared of Gary, boy. When I was young, I was like, man, it's crazy up there, boy.
Hey, it's crazy everywhere.
But I was young, you know what I'm saying? It had what that dude with the Jerry curl in that movie? Had the goals in his mouth.
Jerry curl with the goals.
So you had Braxton. He was like the kingpin gangster, and then it was like like he was a rapper. I don't know if his name was like.
Sean. His name was. It started with SH.
I can't remember, man, but he was tough in that movie, and I was like, man, Gary, ain't that where Michael Jackson come from? But seemed like it's gangster up there.
To be honest with you, Michael Jackson them was just born there. They was born there, but they not from there.
I heard Mike them will beat your ass.
They will, but that's because of Joe Jackson beat their ass.
Hey man,
so Joe Jackson wasn't no punk.
He from Gary, right? He raised in Gary though.
Joe Jackson from Gary, he ain't no punk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But the Jacksons, they had hands. You better not. I heard a story about Michael Jackson pushing Tupac. Like,
Oh, I heard that story
he was in
too.
a box Tupac.
I heard that story too.
But Michael Jackson was lighting the ass. Tito or Jermaine, one of them probably would have whooped Tupac, but not Mike.
How you know? They brother.
Yeah.
That's their brother. He grew up
It ain't the
fighting them.
size of the dog in the fight. It's the size of the fight in the dog.
He grew up fighting his brother. So if they can whoop his ass, he got a chance too. That's all I'm saying.
You got a point. I can't argue with that. But I'm taking
It
Mike.
ain't like
GI,
Tupac.
baby.
It ain't like Tupac was some big ass nigga. Tupac was a little bitty man.
Yeah, all them niggas little. They some little dudes. All of them little dudes.
Yeah, man. I think that'll be a if anybody wanted to try to create something like that, I think that'll be interesting to watch. That
What's
Prince
that?
and that Prince and that Michael. Yeah, that Prince and that Michael AI versus. Yeah.
We said it first. We are gonna create it. I think we should. And I even take Prince. I stayed in Minneapolis for 20 years. I even take Prince and let you have Mike. And I'll still beat you, even though I chose Mike. Ain't that crazy as hell?
I really don't think it.
I don't want to do that. That was your idea. I don't want to do it. You just put it together.
I wasn't talking to you though. I was talking to Johnny.
I don't think anybody will win.
I don't want to do it.
Well, I wasn't talking. That's why I wasn't talking to your ass. I'm
with TD though. I don't think it'll be a winner with that, man. Like they both got too many hits, man. They revered and they love. So I've never heard a song from either one of them that I think it's just like, okay, a skip. You know what I'm saying? Just skip this. And Prince got he was in so many different groups. You know, he got so many hits. Hey.
Prince is a writer though. That's what if anything would put him above Mike, he was a writer and he played all them instruments. And he could sing. So, you know, that's like a triple threat. But Mike, he can dance. He was a hell of an entertainer, and he could sing too. But that's the only two. Prince got three things I said. Mike only had two, but I'm still taking Mike.
Oh yeah, you biased, right?
Yes.
You said GI, yeah. Hey, just switching back gears to where from the original question, talking about AI. Do either one of you use AI on a daily basis, like intentionally? Like any programs, anything on your phone?
GPS.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that AI. It's technology. I wouldn't necessarily consider it AI.
Okay, right. But that's another thing. Like the phone number thing, that's another thing. Like we used to give directions, go to the third light, take a left, go to the second stop sign, take a right.
Now, or a landmark. Hey, go down to the Church of Chicken. You know what I'm saying? But
or a landmark. All that shit obsolete now.
Yeah, somebody stopped me. If they stopped me asking me for directions, I'm like, you don't have a phone?
Exactly.
Like, what's going on with your phone? And they don't really do that much anymore. You know what I'm saying? So, like, y'all don't, outside of Google or something like that, you don't use like ChatGPT or.
I'm trying to learn it.
I use ChatGPT a little bit, but not daily. But to be honest with you, all this stuff that y'all been talking about, these programs, this is my first time. Like, I won't say my first time hearing about it, but this is my first time probably hearing some of the names of it. So, like, I'm about to go look at all this when we get back. You know what I'm saying? When we get off, because I want to see what it is. Because I don't want to be in the blind when the shift happens inside. I can't stand seeing an older black person can't work a phone, can't send no. I ain't talking about like in their 70s. I'm talking about it's niggas in their late 40s and 50s don't know how to use cash out. Man, the world leaving your ass behind, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You intentionally have to be being willfully ignorant of that. You know what I mean? And see, I'll say this too. I know y'all familiar with like Photoshop from like years ago. So with things like that, there was this I guess it was a company called Fiverr. Y'all probably hadn't heard of it. I'm not sure, but you heard of it. So Fiverr, they had a lot of different professionals in different areas. So say you want to make a thumbnail, right? Mm-hmm. So the thumbnail that's going to be whichever thumbnail, I'm sure TD gonna come up with something nice, but whatever the thumbnail is gonna be for this actual podcast, you would go to Fiverr and find someone to say, hey, I need a thumbnail and I want it to include this, look this way, with this type of lighting, these type of colors, whatever. And they'll create it and you would pay them. With technology and AI, you can just do that all in 10 seconds. You just put a prompt in, right at the fingertips. So that phased out the Fiverr community, that company. You know what I'm saying? Now, you may still have some people that will go there because they don't even want to. Technology could be confusing. It could be overwhelming and intimidating. So they're like, you know what? I'm still going to have somebody else to do it. And there's a market for that.
They might have partnered with Fiverr.
And it's a market. I'm sure it's a market for it. Like you said, partner with them or whatever. But if you don't want to go that route and you want to learn this stuff on your own, you face they losing jobs left and right because there's no need for them. Like you said, you wrote a movie, right? You wrote a script. You can go right into some of these programs and they'll write the script for you. They'll give you a nice rough draft. You can go in there and tweak it, add things, remove things, write in books, different things like that.
Right. I wrote a screenplay. I'm working on the script now.
Okay.
But I could have and to what you saying, I could have said, okay, ChatGPT, write me a script about this, and it would have wrote it. But the thing about it is, I want it to be organic.
Yeah.
Because that's our era, the organic era. Nigga, when fruit had seeds in it and it grew on trees and shit, and we picked them off the trees and ate them. You getting an apple from Walmart or any one of these grocery stores, they ain't got no seeds in them. No grapes ain't got no seeds in them no more. I want to do plums. Got to goddamn it seed. That was the biggest seed.
They got to have a seed. Yeah, they got it. Peaches and plums.
I bet you they got a plum without one.
Peaches and plums got to still have seeds. Come on now.
I bet you they got one without one. They manufacturing all this food that we eat. I seen a reel that said human beings are the only people that spray their food with poison, then eat it.
We do a lot of things like that. Hey, we used to get our plums directly off the tree. I know TD remember we find somebody tree, they got peaches and plum, boy, we go through it. They just run us off. They end up throwing them at each other. Having plum fights and peach fights and all of that.
You know, my mama had a peach tree in the backyard.
I remember. Hey man, y'all also had a like a hose pipe growing out y'all tree or something. You remember that?
A what?
Yeah. Okay.
It was like a hose pipe growing out of the tree or something. It was like something.
We tied the whole pipe around the tree, and over years, the tree grew around. And so on two parts stuck out. Yeah.
Man, that was amazing, bro. Like how you get a hose pipe to go through a tree?
Y'all did that for real?
We tied it around the tree.
That's science. Y'all invented some shit, didn't know it.
Yeah. That's one thing I remember about y'all backyard, and I think I do remember y'all on the peach tree. Man, we had some good times back then, man.
Hey, did y'all have a metal garbage can to block the shit?
No, I remember having no
garbage can with the top came off of it, and it's a handle on it, and you can hold it like a shield. And because we used to have rock fights from across the street and just block it with the shield.
I remember. Oh yeah. Hey. You talking about the garbage cans we used to see on TV? Now I do remember when I was younger. I was probably about 5 or 6. We had one of those type of garbage cans.
Yeah, that's what age I'm talking about.
He talking about the Oscar the Grouch garbage can.
Yeah. The kind we used to watch on Sesame Street.
Yeah.
I forgot Oscar lived in that damn garbage can. Hey, Sesame Street. Y'all better get Oscar an apartment. He been working there for 20 years. Y'all ain't paying that man.
He like it though. He ready for a rock fight at any time.
You say he like it though, don't
he? Yeah, he ready for a rock fight. He staying ready.
You can't help nobody don't want to be helped. He want to stay in the damn garbage.
Yeah, man.
So people don't
Yes,
want to
sir.
stay in the fucking garbage. Come out the can and live your life.
Definitely can
But
live it.
look, y'all, I want to say I appreciate my boy Johnny pulling up. As always, I
Oh,
appreciate my co-host Slaughter Steele. We still growing the page. We still growing the channel. Like, subscribe, share it to somebody. You
Hey,
know,
subscribe and be counted.
yeah, you know, I think we're gonna try to go live next Sunday. See,
We ain't
we're
gonna
gonna
try to do
experiment with
shit.
that. But then, hey, still, you don't know if the folks gonna let us. I said we might be able to go live. I gotta cut stuff like
If
this
it
out
ain't
today.
this week, it's the week
I was,
after
I was
that.
trying to give, I was trying to give a wholesome edit. I mean, a wholesome ending, and you just
go
we ain't tried to do shit.
try to
Hey,
go
Come
my
on,
straight,
bad.
try to go straight through.
I thought this was part of the interruption. My bad. Go ahead.
no, but I said we're gonna try to go live because when I looked on it, I think they said it'll be ready in 24 hours, but YouTube will tell you that by 3 days straight. So you
Mm.
never know.
Mm.
So, but yeah, we're gonna try to go live next week. If not, it'll be another pre-recorded. But as soon y'all gotta do is hit the subscribe button. It's free to do that, man. Let us talk our shit. We got some
Yes,
more
sir.
interesting
Yes,
topics.
sir.
I got a
Won't
banger for
cost you a
y'all ass.
dime.
Hey, man, I just
Uh,
want to say just want to say I appreciate y'all having me, man. TD
Already,
Slaughter,
bro.
man. Anytime y'all need me to pull up, I will do so. I got some things working too, man. I'm gonna need y'all to pull up on me as well, brother. So I'll be letting y'all know. I
absolutely.
like what y'all got going, man. And like I said again, man, appreciate you guys having me on, man.
Hey, and I'm gonna say to the heart, bro. We gotta work together. We gotta work together. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? We
sir.
own this motherfucking planet together. Why wouldn't we work together to be something great like we are
Yeah.
already? You know
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
saying? Y'all come and like and subscribe, man, because this really is for y'all. We want to hear what y'all think too. Everything we talked about, because it's everything, everybody that's conscious is thinking the same thing. A thought is informed, it's given to you.
Right, man. Get in them comments, man. Support. Get in them
Let us
comments.
Yeah.
hear.
Yes, sir.
Well, just like that, it's another one in the books. We out.